What's going on, everyone? I hope you can't hear the fan in the background. And yeah, I hope you're doing well. It's hot right now, so I've got the fan on. But yeah, you can see from the title, self-esteem. A very lengthy topic, but I'm going to probably try to condense it as much as I can. So, self-esteem. What is it? Esteem of the self. No, I'm joking. But pretty much, it's how much you kind of believe in yourself. Now, don't get it mixed up with self-confidence, because I would say they go hand in hand, because in order to be confident about something, you have to have some sort of appreciation for yourself, I guess, or for the thing that you're confident in. But yeah, actually, before I start, I got this this game called Ren Sport. It's a beta. It didn't work on controller, and I'm not trying to play that on mouse and keyboard. Racing games on mouse and keyboard, they're not exactly the greatest. But yeah, it was a bit complicated, so that's my kind of review of it. I did play like 10 seconds of it, so I can't really, make a proper opinion. But yeah, open beta is out. You can get it on Epic Games. It's free, so feel free to get that. It's cool. It's like a F1 type. Not really F1, it's like those racing tracks. You get to race around laps and stuff like that. But I don't know. I prefer this like by immersed, and despite how, short the map feels now. Anyway, off topic. Self-esteem is something where you kind of, no matter what happens, you still believe in yourself. You kind of feel whole in a sense. You don't feel like you lack anything. And life flows so nicely when you live like that. And the thing is, right, you can live like that, but practically no one does. And it's kind of sad, because like you could literally feel good, or at least feel good for the most part, a lot of times, like the majority of your life. But because we usually lack self-esteem, mainly because we compare ourselves, we don't feel fulfilled, we're kind of living a life that other people kind of set for us, etc., etc. You know, the vibes. And because we don't really live in our true nature, we're not really whole. We live in fragments of different things. That's not us. But yeah, the feeling of self-esteem, like having a good amount of it, it's like, wow, it's like a whole new reality. And I think actually now that I'm thinking about it, this actually could be better than self-confidence, because self-confidence is your, I guess, ability, the feeling of how well you can, do a task or do something. But self-esteem is like, you can just be chilling and so content with life. Like, it's crazy. Like, nothing bothers you. It's like you got a shield, and it's a very protective shield. But yeah, I guess you could call it self-love in a sense. Nowadays, when people say self-love, I feel like it's just a cope to kind of just binge eat and take part in unhealthy activities, which is fine from time to time. You're human, it's gonna happen. But when I say self-love, I'm talking about the actions that will boost your self-esteem, feeling good, things like exercise, things like maybe eating better, maybe exploring, maybe talking to people. These things will build up your self-esteem. Not only that, but again, it really dives into the inner self, because you can't buy self-esteem. You can't, you have to work for it in a sense, because you have to kind of undo a lot of the sort of brainwashing you've had in a sense, so that you can kind of live in with, you can kind of unify more of your, the famous mind, body, spirit. And that's pretty much what we want. Things start flowing better. Your brain is better. You're happier every day. Who wouldn't want it? Really and truly. So, how do we build self-esteem now? In a nutshell. Belief in yourself. Knowing that you're perfect in every scenario, every moment, every bit of life. Through the good times and through the bad times. Still a little time trial, actually. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, I'm going backwards. And I think having self-esteem as well when you're doing day-to-day activities, it sets such a foundation that's nice to live on. Now, don't get me wrong, you could probably get to pretty high up places when you don't have a great amount of self-esteem, but it just makes the journey a lot harder. Hold on a minute, I just realized, if any of you watch Gravemind, I'm pretty sure he just released a video recently about self-esteem. Maybe that's where the idea stemmed from. But it's definitely something that's very important, I would say. I've been meaning to make a video on it for a while, so yeah. So remember, self-confidence, your ability to do things and believe in the things that you do. Self-esteem is more of like just your internal world. How well is it? How do you view yourself? Do you view yourself as someone who can who's got their stuff together, who can love very well, who can live with joy? Or do you see yourself as someone who's in a constant state of suffering or negativity, grief, loneliness, whatever it is? That's what we want to change. We want to change that. And sometimes, you know what, it might take a bit of brainwashing. Sometimes you might just have to, you know, keep telling yourself that you're better than that. And then over time, you'll start to believe it. Maybe it might take action. Doing certain things might, you know, bring you that confidence in yourself. Not confidence, sorry, esteem. Self-image. It's huge. It really is huge, man. Because the thing is, even the world can tell you a lot of things, but if you don't truly believe it in yourself, what good is that at all? And that's why a lot of people, they tend to face, you know, things like imposter syndrome and just a whole bunch of, you know, crazy stuff that we kind of sabotage our mind with. And that's not healthy in the slightest, man. So yeah, boost your self-esteem. Listen, if you have any queries or, you know, questions about self-esteem, listen, I ain't no expert, but drop a comment down. And maybe, you know, that comment might actually help someone else. Or if you're struggling with it, it can also make people realize that they're not alone in maybe the battles that they have with self-esteem. It just kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks that there's no education behind it. So maybe one video at a time can help somehow. Hopefully. At least that's the idea behind these videos, you know. Also, I have a Patreon. If you haven't seen some of the other videos, I have nothing uploaded on there, but it's all the money goes to charity on there. So, you know, feel free if you want to donate. If not, that's also fine. You ain't got to. I was also looking at some other racing games today, just to see what's going on about, you know. And I did come to the conclusion yesterday that I probably will start playing Need for Speed 2015 again with the Nightrunners soundtrack, because there's a mod where you can do that now. But other than that, you know, the other racing games right now, they don't seem to be great. So I'm hoping, you know, there's a few releases this year. I'm not sure what's upcoming, but I hope they're good. Other than that, I will definitely be getting that Dragon Ball Z game. I think it's called Sparkling Zero. So expect to see some gameplay on that. Maybe, I don't know. Might play that solo. I don't know. We'll see. I have no clue where the end of this time trial is, but I think I'm reaching my recording limit. So I'm gonna end the video there. Appreciate you guys for watching. Honestly, if you made it all this way, listen, you're amazing, man. And on that note, peace and blessings to you all. We'll be back in the next one.